units that I do not exactly know downwards. And boost players starting in Link's house getting Red Rupee. And a little thing that is to note here, boost players use a variation of the Link sprite. Most players in Overworld glitches like to use something like the Link sprite because it's pretty easy to learn how to use Link's shadow and body parts as visual cues because that's the thing everyone references. And Anke thinks it's done, giving us a fire rod. He forgot the magic though. And hey, there's a sword. Standard tradition, we gonna get the sword just after we got the fire rod. And a hook shot in Sanctuary. So it looks like Benteezy actually is going to clear out the escape. Meanwhile, Benteezy, Liam Atlas is going for either a Kakariko or a Death Mountain play. And okay, Liam Atlas right now remembers that he still needs to check the bonk rocks and doesn't want to leave that open until he forgot. Benteezy meanwhile still in escape, trying to get the sub 6. And Liam right now doing the first of the spoot slips. He's pressing the A button and the direction into the slope on the same frame until he is at the 8 pixel into the wall on a specific heat, which gives him an upwards teleport that goes over the screen transition. After the transition, he's on this mountain. The game though is not completely aligned. The camera is one screen below him, so he has to scroll that one up before he goes inside. Otherwise, it takes up to 2 minutes to get into the entrance because the game gets confused. And the reason with Death Mountain before Keg, at least with a fewer shakes on Death Mountain, is it may give you the ball, or it may give you some little things that you might like. Also, lamp, vanilla, what. Also, there were flippers on the old man, so we can swim. And when Benteezy takes the dash rope, he has the key, so he will be able to shake up until the back of the dungeon unless he has any problems on the way. I'm sure he will not. Mushroom in plain sight. Might have a vanilla mushroom this time. Just a shield in the Dark Cross, and Liam now checking out the east Death Mountain in the right word. Based on what items he gets, he can actually also check some things on the Dark Death Mountain side. And the back of escape gives Benteezy nothing from any meaningless. But the Sanctuary gives out a hookshot. Meanwhile, Paradox Cave, empty. Ooh, Liam has no bombs. He's leaving down 2 items behind. This might come bite him back in some time. Hearts on triple, I would guess it's triple tier 2. And hey, Liam, there are your bombs. Liam, grab your bombs. Liam could have grabbed those bombs and be able to do Paradox Cave after Spiral. And yeah, this is why you don't do the set of this mountain before Kakariko. You leave so much behind, possibly. Well then, I kinda need a notepad now. Also, hey, green pendant at Eastern and red crystal at Desert Palace. In our glitches, that red crystal is actually interesting, because we can kinda ignore what's a red and what's a blue crystal as long as we find the mirror. But if it's end up being a seed where the mirror is behind the pyramid fairy, then those red crystals suddenly become extremely meaningful. So far we got a nice little glove in the blind side as well as the blue cane. And now Liam grabbed some bombs from this bonk rock. Let's see, yeah, he's going to reset it, so he will have a few additional bombs. So we got a nice little Ether coin and a book out of the world, so let's see what the water winner has for us today. And he has a moon pearl, so pretty expensive pearl, but extremely worthwhile. Now Liam gets his glove. So let's see, Kakariko finishing up with a nice little blue mail. Some nice defense. We are only at 6 shots, so I'm sure runners are at least liking the additional defense. They may not want to have too much additional defense because you kinda sometimes actually want to die in Overworld glitches. Liam now finding his coin and book. The race game only holding 20 rupees? And okay, I'm kind of surprised how Benteezy decided to route this, but it's a good. But looks like he's going to check out the K45 first and then go over Checkerboard and Desert. Benteezy, please. I I I posted a bunch of clips. One of those to not do this one. Please, thanks. Just some money in the checkerboard case. And yay, we just finished Kakariko, now we got the bottle. Who wants to head back there? And Liam gets a trash, 20 rupees. Please learn how to steer the race game, Liam. What Liam right now needs to do is an upwards teleport that gets him a pretty interesting jump. We got ourselves the vanilla big key, and I haven't counted. Is there still an item in desert? Looks like it. And even if it's not, we still got the clear on for us. And just 20 rupees in the big chest of Desert Palace. Benteezy looks to go for the boss next, so we're gonna have ourselves our first red crystal in just a moment. Since we do have gloves, we can just get into the back here without any big issues. Reminds me to add 2 more clips to the shortcut list. And Benteezy already it's back of Desert Palace. And if you're wondering where the time difference between the 2 runs comes, Liam Atlas already did some of this mountain, and Benteezy did some of, well, pretty much all of Escape, and that's pretty much all the difference between the 2. And Benteezy having some trouble hitting the last Lengo, but he gets through. And yeah, hammer, nice. Liam gonna use bombs actually together with the fire rod. And we are now at last location in the area going for Egina. Benteezy, don't walk out, please, save and quit. Liam now also getting his hammer and gonna beat the desert as well. This will give you 10 shots with your bow, and no, we don't need that. And puppies in the front of in the chest of the dam. And let's see what's in the flooded area. Just 10 arrows, that's about as much worse as a tablet that we recently saw. Did Liam do the K45 and checkerboard check? Not that it really matters, but please don't forget your checks. Also, yeah, okay, Tracker says yes, and we got pendants at Place of Darkness and Maya and Red Crystal at Skullwoods. And our tracker might be wrong. Well, it's nothing for him, so that's fine. Also, with pendants at Eastern Palace and Palace of Darkness, the only reason for us to get the boat to finish the seed is GT Mimics. And, you know, in this tournament, we do allow the Mimics clip that allows you to clip out the Mimics at the top of Ganon's Tower. And Benteezy right now quickly farming up some rupees, or not as quickly as he would like. Also, Stumpy having nothing. Why is it why did he give an empty item? So Benteezy right now farming for Zora, obviously. He wants to check that. And our special prize of the day at the digging game is 20 rupees. Yay. And Liam now on his way into Tower of Hera. He has now all the items to complete this dungeon, so really nice. Hey, we got ourselves a key, and we should aim at the eyes of Goma. Where's Goma in this seed? Liam has some problems setting it up, but looks like he's just saying, okay, let's screw it, and use the stuff at the waterfall ferry. Hard piece on the ledge. Let's see if the farming paid off for Ben. Come on, let it be the ice rods. No, just 20 rupees. I would assume Ben now gonna head up the mountain. We'll be able to shape the entirety of it. And like Liam earlier, Ben gonna do a dip into this wall, 8 pixels deep on a certain heat, and from there gonna do a teleport that brings him upwards over the screen transition, or you can keep holding right. Okay, good. He did a downward teleport, which there is a way to use that to get over the screen transition as well. Hey, thanks hint. This was a standard seed, obviously, otherwise we could not have gotten the fire rod on there. The pendants are Eastern Palace, Palace of Darkness, and Misery Mire, so we kinda do not need to get the bow. If we find some way to skip the mimics, which we can. I'm not sure how much Benteezy practiced it. I'm pretty sure Liam did. But no matter how much you practice, more I'm gonna get you. Ben, don't activate sprint speed ever, please, no, don't. You only arm the sprint speed for that clip. If you do actually activate the sprint speed on that clip, there is a 50% chance based on subpixels that you're actually just gonna fling off to the side in a way you don't want. You can save it, but it's not really nice. Just not activating consistent time save. And hey, we got the best item in the game that's not on the tracker. And Liam now returning to his demise, finding what's inside the paradox cave he left. So, the only 2 items left here for Liam unless is there something important here? He at least did not forget, which is a good thing, and he forgot 40 rupees and leaves a bomb. Benteezy now gonna finish up the Tower of Hero. Meanwhile, Liam Atlas on his way to the Darkness Mountain. Like I said earlier, in MG you do need the Titansmiths to kinda lift the rock, we take the shortcut around. And then, of course, the puzzle is still the same. 3 packs and we are through. And our useless medallion of the day is Bombers. Well, let's check out what's in Super Bunny Cave. Let's see if the bunny's holding something good. Well, they did hold a heart piece and some bombs. I'm sure Liam likes bombs right now. And Hookshot Cave, so far nothing, 2 more items. Oh my god, we got it! The unique arrow. Liam's Master Sword was in Hype Cave. And Liam now having the glove. Oh, when did he finding out? Hey, the best item on there. Meanwhile, Liam was able to skip all the walks through the darkness and go straight into the bag. So, let's quickly check what do we actually still need. We still need the mirror for Swamp Palace. For Squirrels we have everything. Thief's Town, that's 3. We have everything for Ice Palace. And for Test Rock we kinda only need the cane if we don't want to hover. So, mirror and cane and kinda technically book, and hey, we got the silvers. Let's skip the bow part. For a moment with that Liam going so far up, I thought he would go for a pet check. He did not, which is not a bad call. Palace can't have the we do still need the ice rod, right? I'm dumb. Palace could have still the ice rod or the mirror, but not the King of Samaria, so not all the items that are needed could be on there. And our lovely, usually out of the way, and Overworld glitches right next to 2nd Grid Graveyard Ledge, having nothing really of any importance. And this time, messing the clip up, you need to walk down the slope, otherwise you will not be on the right subpixel to get the jump. And nice, gets it. And oh no, that's the wrong input. You almost got a sequence break to King's Tomb, even though this is definitely possible. In Overworld glitches, King's Tomb still needs the mirror or the Titansmith to get in. And Liam now right on his way to Morsula. Not gonna waste any time in taking any more chests in the dungeon. And Ben now going for a clip we call Turtle Rock Climb. It's called like that because you can get from here pretty quickly to Turtle Rock. We do a downwards teleport right on the edge of the slope, which the game kinda gets easily confused and allows you to push yourself the entire way up. And that is Morsula down. Having the big key. Nice. Just confirming, Morsula doesn't need the big key to be beaten. And to quickly note something, Liam never died. But if he would have died, he would have hopefully saved and quit after beating Morsula, because yeah, isn't much he can do right now in Lightworld in this area. If he would have died, he would be in something we call fake Dark World. That's caused by the game with Anna not dead, and in Randomizer also you're not having the mirror, trying to spawn you back into the light world in case you died or save and quit. And that's kinda a bad idea to do if you're in a dungeon. So it sets your world to night world, but still respawns you in a dark world dungeon. And once you transition, it fixes that. Kinda. Pilots are messed up and some sprites are loaded wrong, but afterwards you can then pretty much get anywhere you want on that screen as Link, but you won't be able to leave the screen and stay in the dark world. And Shed asked about you having to glitch? Yes, you have to glitch. The glitches that most of the glitches they are doing are actually required by logic or some alternative to them. So our runners glitching straight to the top of the mountain to get to Hera. That's in logic. We actually already cleared out the most of the Sphere 1 before we didn't have NMG Sphere 1 before we had this mountain access in NMG, but we already cleared it out logically. But of course, there's also always a possibility that you get the perfectly vanilla seed, which is, of course, beatable in NMG. And yes, GT can be entered once you have the moon pearl and the boots. But we kinda need the cane to 100% full clear it with the items based on our runners familiarity with a certain clip to get out through the mimic rooms. Yes, we bought our moon pearl before we got to Seastown. Thanks, game. And to be honest, with all the items we got, going for Gen's Tower once you're done with your Dark World route is definitely a good decision. You are pretty close. You are pretty close to hitting go mode, and most other things are not really thing you want to check yet because you can't clear them out. But GT, you have to clear out a lot of things. And yeah, there was a little hiccup, but we're back. Liam probably gonna be at least close to perfectly on the scripted find. Oh, you know, maybe perfectly. And why am I talking? I think we didn't found the map or compass before we did head into the boss room, so should be a bust. Okay, Liam is right now doing South Shore. Okay, that's a good plan. Don't forget that South Shore is a thing in this game. Also, don't forget that Escape is a thing in this game. And our last word was on the Pyramid Ledge. The other two were one near Uncle in the secret password chest, and the other one in Hype Cave. There's of course also the last word somewhere around the game, but we don't necessarily need that. By the way, chat, the little thing that we have accessible to us right now is that Permanent Fairy, and we do not have a mirror yet. Anyone wanting some trolls? Hope that mirror is in there. Liam, don't walk to Hobo when you have flippers. There's a clip that you can do to get to Hobo extremely quick from Link's house. Ben did save the old man. At least I saw him do the Desmond ascent. We will check his menu once he's there. And let's see, what's the potion that this lovely fairy gives us? Red. Based on what our run is wanting to do, that's useful, but blue would have been nicer. So after that scam, Liam goes to Link's house and looks to head for Darkwood. So there isn't much left in the Darkwood in the area. So he either is going for the Maya area, or he's going for a quick little trip into the onto the Permanent Fairy. Also, yes, go to the G, please. Like, most of the items probably are there. No one cares about the bow. But yeah, Liam gonna get his tempered sword from here. Yeah, let's see what's in that ferry. We got bombs and heartbeats, and so looks like Cannon's Tower is the answer, or dip into one of our pendants. Also, did Liam really skip out on Maya Shakes? Please don't forget Maya Shakes. Maya Shakes are worthwhile. Ben now on the way to South Darkworld, so he might go to. He might have checked out some videos and checked out how to get to Maya from the game, which would be a good thing. And no, he is going for, I would guess, Stumpy now, and hopefully from there then to Maya area. And there's our last shield. The shield that Liam doesn't have is in the sewers, in the Dark Cross room. And hey, our mushroom being in plain sight, getting cooked on the torch. Okay, let's see. Did anyone catch? Oh, Maya and Isa? Nice. Okay. So Maya is a pendant. So this is kind of a gamble now from Benteezy, but if it pays off. Also, I hope you guessed for big key in chest 8. Yeah, that Maya dip might pay out big, or it might be a big waste of time. But if like Mirror and Icefoot is in here, that's big. Hey, scrap the mirror from that and put the Cane of Samaria in there. Mirror in Ganon's tower. So that now unlocks Swamp Palace as well. We could now have our last bit of progression in Swamp Palace. Nice, another bottle in the big chest, a fairy. With that mirror, we also now don't need to do a death swap. And Liam has full magic, so... And he made sure to not hit the anti-fairy, and... Liam, you got the blue cane, the best weapon to kill Amos right after the bow. Please. Well then, Liam wasting all his magic, not using the blue cane, which does fighter sword damage and rips through all of the bosses. Yeah, Fire Rod is decent, but at the same time, you see what Liam is doing right now. Ben are heading for the South Back. By the way, I'm relatively sure that Ben is relatively new to Overworld glitches. He might not even realize that he can get into Ganon's tower right now. Ben pretty much learned Overworld glitches I think about 2 or 3 weeks before the tournament started. Also, hey, we get ourselves some nice little mimic clips. Liam gonna press into the wall for 1 frame. Well, the mimic gonna move 1 frame into the wall, and afterwards he cuts. Hey, whoa, nice. What? Hey. So Liam does mimic script while Benteezy shows us where to find the thing that makes mimic script not so useful. Maybe Ben actually wanted to find that bow because he doesn't feel too confident with his mimic clip, or not knowing it enough. And Liam now doing the pacifist route, leaving the mimics alive. And we get the hint. Hey, you thought about Power Chest? No. Ooh, Benteezy also going for the boss. Green Pendant might have something, and if it has, that's big. But at the same time, the entire time he's here and not finding something definitely required, that's gonna be a big thing for him to lose out on. And a nice armor fight from Benteezy. Gonna find the green pendant in here, and probably gonna head over to instantly turn that one in. Find out if the ice rod is on green pendant. Liam decided to go with some dash threats, and we only had the flute on the green pendant. Yeah. That's kinda not a thing anyone really in this tournament want to have. But it's useful early on, but late around the hour mark, you don't really want to find it anymore. You already cleared out most of the things where it would save you time, and for other things you already have better ways to get an ice rod at top of Ganon's tower. So Mario away from go mode for Liam right now. And Liam gets through the Morlom 2 fight. No problems here. Also, we do have the mushroom now. Anyone feeling that the last progression item also was in Gen's Tower, like on a witch? And the bow was in Eastern Palace's first chest. Also, yes, there is the possibility to have a turtle rock right now. If Liam can do that, I'm not sure if he is that confident with hovering. I know he can, but I don't know if he is that confident. But that's definitely a way to skip the bow and the Cane of Samaria in the same seed. Well, I'm sure he would be able to do it at some point, but there would be an hour of practice beforehand. Now Ben also has the mirror, so he only has with the bow. He doesn't even need to do the mimic clip. He just has to go for the quick little check into the top part, and he's on par. So we are almost at the race towards Samaria. And yeah, you can hover to every chest in Turtle Rock, even the torch room. It just isn't too fun. Okay, Liam now in the Swamp Palace. 6 items here, first one Red Ruby. The bow that was in Eastern Palace, the first chest. And yeah, as long Liam is willing to try to hover to try next if he finds a big key, he could technically go mode, but it's of course a really hard go mode. And we are pretty sure that Liam can't. Well, Liam can hover, but he may not have the endurance to do such a long hover yet. It's really hard to keep up and hover for more than a few tiles. Just getting half of the touch rock gap is really hard already. And chat mentioning, hey, what could be required if Kane's on Helma? Kinda. The thing is, that's the only place where the cane can be. The cane can only be on Helma. And if we can hover to Trinex, which is possible, and if we can hover to the big key, which is possible no matter where it is, that's a possible clear out for the dungeon. Oh, Batman in left side swamp, that feels so bad. Now Ben has their ice rod found, and he's gonna grab the key. He doesn't need the key anymore. He has the keys for upstairs, and his go mode is Kane. He will not come back here to search for items. So, also shit, if you would ever wonder if we actually need that Titans, no, we don't. Ice Palace is a crystal, so we can just get in there. Hey, I should talk about not needing Kane more, I guess. So yeah, that Titansmith's actually not too bad. Liam can take that hint and go to Ice Palace, which is a pretty lucrative location. 3 items only, but also 3 hints, and those hints can point everywhere. Also, okay, Liam actually quickly opened his item menu there to check if that last item in Swamp is a dungeon or normal item, and it's a dungeon item in the map. Sad that we don't see Mirror up to Ice Palace because it's faster to do from Swamp Palace exit. The reason people don't really want to go to Ice Palace early on is it's a really long dungeon. Also, Ben, what are you doing? Don't. Hey, Liam, I hope you didn't check this because you could have found out. So, I'm right now pretty sure that Liam really wants to find that red cane. Hey, Shovel, do you think we can dig up and... Ben, you got hammer. Also, what are you trying to do at all? Does Ben have powder? And Ben is soft locked. Ben, you don't even have powder. Why are you doing that? Ben, what are you doing? What are you trying to do? There is no reason to do this. Well then, Liam, I think, still hasn't found the red cane in here, so he's gonna check a few more items. Please, Ben. Hey, nice! He remembers that he has hammer. And now he's gonna realize that he can't fake powder. Why, Ben? Yeah, thanks, and we made sure that we found that one early on. So yeah, Ben now gonna head into Swamp Palace like it should have been. So, no issues here. Liam still hasn't found the red cane. He still has, I think, one item left in here. And, well, it's red. Let's say it's red. So, Shed, where do you think is our block placing item? We still have the smith, we still have hammer packs, we still have some chests in Turtle Rock. We got Paw, Path of Darkness, and of course we got Pet. And I already see the Penister shake and Master, yeah, that's also a good one. To be honest, I am actually expecting it in Mimic Cave. Oh yeah, can't be Pet. Right. We got Maya as pendant. And there's the 6th crystal for Liam Atlas. He's now one item away from being able to finish his last one still, but we have no idea where that one could be. It looks like Liam actually is going for Path of Darkness, Eastern, and Sashuala. Okay, and Liam finally 1 hour 30 minutes in. Remember, Sashuala is a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna find his bow in the next chest. Gonna find out that, hey, what was Fear 1? We already checked Maya as far as we could. Benteezy went in there early on. Gonna find the last item in Eastern, the next chest, and probably gonna head into the back for armors. And Ben now gonna find his mates and find out, hey, you can go into Swamp Palace, into Ice Palace, logically. Ben almost through the August fight, just now is phase 2. Gonna have to do a bunch of damage. There's the wiki for Ben. Let's see if he counted his items and knows that the last item is just the map. And we are now in Palace of Darkness, new territory not covered by any runner. I don't know, maybe he was hoping to save the time of going to... Hey! Well then, if he would have gone for part, he could have skipped the bow. So, right now Liam only has to go into Turtle Rock. It's the first attempt in there. And clear it out. He can't go from the front, so I'm pretty sure that he will come from the back. He's gonna enter from the laser bridge and work his way to the front, which will allow him to skip pretty much all the puzzles in there. The cane was in the first chest in the in the Palace of Darkness. Yeah, you could have skipped bow if you would have just decided to go Palace of Darkness before Eastern Palace. Liam now just hunting for that one little big key. Once he finds that, he will be able to go straight to straight back to the big chest entrance, and from there go to the boss. And we got ourselves our big key on the right side here. We will need the ferret for this, and unless you're like extremely talented on hovering, you're not gonna do this without the cane. Liam now has to navigate this dark maze. It's pretty easy once you know the way, but it's also kinda annoying. And Liam now on his way to a really good Trinex fight. He kinda misses the 1 second, the 0 second, because he cannot get he doesn't have enough damage with just the tempered sword. And now Liam at least just gonna have to beat the pig. There is now there's not much standing between him and the Triforce room. The Cane of Samaria, that's in Path of Darkness first chest. Oh, Liam taking a fall, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Ben, that mirror portal is a bit high, I'm sorry. Yeah, it won't work. We beaten GT a lot earlier. By the way, Gans Tower is because of that. Gans Tower is on the tracker, and someone decided that is the least useful thing, and we removed it. But yeah. Liam misses the thought. It's not gonna be too much of an issue. Unless he really has issues with Brennan, and nope. I'm just gonna get in here. And once he's over the bridge, Liam Atlas winning with a time of 1 hour, 27 minutes and 26 seconds as well. GG's to him. That's his. That's just the first one of their back-to-back that they're going to do today. And just a moment later, Benteezy actually did forfeit. Yeah, this was a seed, and dang.